All right, in this video, we're going to talk about how I navigated through my gluten-free, soy-free lifestyle. I'm going to keep this under 8 minutes for you, okay? Quick synopsis is when I was 21, I found out I was allergic to gluten and soy. I was in college. I've had eczema my whole entire life. However, during college, it started popping up around my mouth. I thought it was just dry lips, but it was there for too long. And I went over to the doctors. They referred me to an allergist. They did the back test, found out I was allergic to gluten and soy. And the doctor was seriously just like, so stop eating them. That's the only thing I can tell you to do. Stop eating them. Oh, and also avoid soy lecithin. That's all he said. So I remember going back home and being like, okay, let me educate myself on gluten-free diets. And there's a surplus of things out there. It tells you what gluten is. It tells you what products are gluten-free. You know, there's been a whole fad diet, whatever gluten-free culture of people saying, like, just basically knowing what gluten is and how to avoid it. There are restaurants and chains already out there that know to label things gluten-free, also because of celiac disease and all of those types of different diseases and movements. But when it came to soy, there was barely anything out there. And I had to learn the hard way that there are so many products that have soy in them. I'm Asian. A lot of things that I eat have soy, or I ate had soy in them. So right off the bat, the one thing that I had to really find was a soy replacement. Now, I do want to say that I didn't stop cold turkey after the doctor said just stop eating them, because how can you do that? There's a huge education phase that I had to go through with reading my own articles, looking into going to the grocery store and just reading labels. I used to be able to go to the grocery store and it would take 10 minutes in and out, easy for me to figure out what it was. But in the beginning of this whole journey, it would probably, instead of it taking 10 minutes, it would probably take me an hour, because I had to teach myself how to read the labels. Now, luckily enough, I had taken a few nutrition classes. I actually have like a certificate in nutrition something. I can't even remember what it was. I already had some experience about learning how to read labels. It's very easy, okay? If you have a gluten and soy-free allergy, when you look on the back of a label, usually there'll be a huge bold print that says contains milk, contains dairy, contains egg, contains gluten, soy, whatever. And they usually have to put all of the main 8 allergens that are there if that product contains any of them. Now, I won't tell you to rely solely on those bold prints, because there are a lot of brands out there that even if it has soy lecithin, you won't see it in bold that says contains soy. So when you are reading the back of your labels for your foods, the main things that you want to look out for if you're allergic to soy is soy lecithin, soybean oil, and just straight up soy, right? Those are like the 3 things that you will see that are different forms of soy. So soybean oil can be found in things like, I think it was peanut butter. It might be Jiffy's peanut butter, where I read the back of the label after I had a peanut butter sandwich, and I was like, oh, okay, that's why I'm getting itchy, is because it had soybean oil in the back. So I also want to say that most things that are cheaply made, that might be a hard way to say it, but you know, those huge businesses like Hershey's, Reese's, Kit Kat, all of those chocolate companies use soy lecithin as an emulsifier. So once you're allergic to soy, just know you cannot eat any ordinary chocolate bar. It's more of like Kraft chocolate or something else that's a completely different video if you want me to talk about soy and chocolate, because I love chocolate and I'm pretty experienced in both of those topics. But anyways, soy lecithin you'll see used in a lot of random things. You'll even see it used in cheaply made cheese, cheddar cheese, for example. If you're on the West Coast and you know what In-N-Out is, I believe they use cheese that contains soy in it. And when I say soy, it's not soy sauce. I seriously went into In-N-Out at the beginning of this journey, and you know, I usually look, if it's a chain or any restaurant, I'll look online to see if they have an allergen menu. And I went online, looked at the allergen menu for In-N-Out, and it kept saying that everything that contained cheese on it had soy. So I went in and I just asked this teenager that was working there. I don't know why I thought he would know what soy allergy was, but I was like, does your cheese contain soy? And he gave me the weirdest look. He was like, no, I don't think so. Checked with his manager, and the manager was like, no, I don't think it does. Silly me for trusting that teenage boy and his manager, because I continued to eat it and immediately I got a reaction from it. So it's better safe than sorry when it comes to certain things. Also, I know this sounds like a lot, what I'm saying, especially if you're so new to this journey, it could be overwhelming. And trust me, I have had a lot of low times, a lot of down times where I would get down on myself for not being able to eat ramen, not being able to eat my favorite foods of the past. So my tip to you is, when you are having those moments, is to kind of let it happen, right? Like, especially if there's people around that know how hard it is for you. Hopefully you have that supportive environment that is like, hey, I know it's going to be hard, but let yourself kind of be sad, because it's hard, it's tough. But afterwards, you know, just remember that like there are replacements out there. If you want, I can do a full video of all of the soy replacements that I found, whether it's soy sauce, chocolates, peanut butter, what to look out for in certain things. But basically, how I navigated this whole soy-free lifestyle is to continuously educate myself on what I can and can't have, and learning through experience. So hopefully that answers some questions for you out there that are just starting this as well. And also, you know, just do your best. It took me years to finally accept the fact that I can't have soy. Again, I didn't stop cold turkey. I was just constantly, sometimes I went through a denial stage too, but give yourself some time to learn. Let me know if you have any other questions and what other videos you want to see about this kind of lifestyle. I'd love to maybe do vlogs about where I love to eat, what foods I like to eat, what foods I like to cook. My boyfriend is also gluten-free, soy-free, so if you're looking for recipes, check his out. Check out his page. I'll link it down below. It's called Keegan's Cookin'. But thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.